Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our WNCT Now late afternoon news update. I'm Kelsey O'Donnell, broadcasting to you live this afternoon from inside the digital studio with some of today's top news headlines. We're monitoring wintry weather conditions across the country this afternoon and right here in North Carolina. Governor Roy Cooper has issued a state of emergency because of weather expected in parts of our state. Crews are preparing for massive power outages, and as we gear up for those potential power outages because of icy conditions in some of our northern and western counties, NCDOT crews are working on the roads. Crews poured more than 30,000 gallons of salt on main roads all over the state. So that leaves us asking, what do you do if you lose power? Here are some steps to follow. First and foremost, report the outage, stay away from all of the down lines, and make sure to keep your kids and pets away too. If you are planning to buy or use a generator to deal with a power outage, there are a few things you should keep in mind regarding safety. Experts, including firefighters, say do not run a generator anywhere inside your house, including your garage. Instead, you should keep the device at least 20 feet away from your home using a heavy-duty extension cord. You should also avoid plugging the generator directly into your home's electrical system. Many counties across the East are rescheduling COVID vaccine clinics because they don't have shots to give to people. The snowstorms in central United States right now are delaying the vaccine deliveries. Duplin, Carteret, and Onslow counties are delaying their vaccine clinics scheduled for this week. County officials say they're disappointed, but they're also hopeful that these delays won't affect next week's clinics. Anyone in Onslow County with a COVID shot appointment for today or tomorrow will have to wait 7 more days for their dose. As of right now, only this week's clinics there are affected. Carteret County is also rescheduling this week's appointments, and officials say they haven't made any makeup plans yet. The historic low temperatures in Texas continue to cause misery for millions of people across the state. Families are taking desperate measures to stay warm as many are dealing without power. At least 300 cases of carbon monoxide poisoning were reported to people running their cars in their garages. In the Dallas area, 7 townhomes caught fire during rolling blackouts. And many Texas cities are now under a boil water advisory as taps are running dry due to frozen or burst pipes. When we return, a local food line is recalling ground beef, plus NASA is attempting a probe landing on Mars. We'll have a live look in just a bit.
Say you can get 9 on your side news anywhere. We mean, well, anywhere. At work, over coffee, from the kitchen, the plane, outdoors, customized alerts. Everything you want in one place.
Breaking news.
We get it to you wherever you are. Out on the water, on a date, even at the North Pole. Ho, ho, ho. WNCT 9 on your side. News on the go. Anywhere, anytime. Finally, the wait is over. Storm Team 9 is here. Our experienced team is keeping you informed and keeping you safe. Depend on Storm Team 9.
Welcome back in, everyone. If you're just now joining, welcome in. Get comfortable. My name is Kelsey O'Donnell, right here in the digital studio with some of today's top news headlines in between our newscasts. Now, like we mentioned before we took our break, a local food lion is recalling ground beef in our area. The company says the meat sold at the store on Hunter Hill Road in Rocky Mount might contain foreign material. The grocery store chain did not release what that material might be. The beef was produced on Tuesday with a sell-by date listed for Thursday. Consumers who purchase the affected product should not consume it. A refund is available at any Food Lion store to equal or double the purchase price. For additional information, visit our website at WNCT.com. NASA scientists are biting their nails this afternoon, waiting for word that a probe has safely made it and landed on Mars, the red surface of the planet. We were going to pull up a live look, but they have already safely landed. I've got the screen up right here beside me. They're in a live interview on NASA's YouTube page. So if you do want to tune into that interview, you can go ahead and switch over to there. But NASA's Perseverance rover landed and entered the Martian atmosphere around 3:55 this afternoon, so just about 10 minutes ago. The probe will be on an automatic automatic as it screeches through the thin air coming down, and then it deployed a parachute to slow it down for the landing. Now, the car-sized rover will search for microscopic organisms once it hits onto the planet on the Martian surface, and we'll have updates on the mission's progress online at WNCT.com, as well as on our newscast coming up this afternoon at 5. Now, turning to some positive news, a local rescue dog went from being abandoned in the snow to now starring in a hit TV show. A real-life Hollywood ending for a lovable pup named Pepsi, who now has a full-time job playing as a superhero in a popular DC comic show. Take a look.
If Pepsi could talk, he'd have quite the story to tell.
He's still a puppy, so he still has some naughty puppy behaviors.
Someone found Pepsi last winter when he was just 5 months old, abandoned in a snowy woodpile in Leavenworth, Kansas.
They took him to the shelter, and there's just too many dogs, so he was at risk for euthanasia.
Pepsi's future looked bleak as a rescue, but as fate would have it, Melissa Millette, professional Hollywood animal trainer, was conducting a search of North America for the perfect dog to play Crypto, Superboy's dog in the Netflix and HBO series Titans.
Because the dog has to look like the comic book character, and Pepsi is the closest that we found to that original comic book character look.
Incredibly, Pepsi owes his new life to the Chiefs scarf he wore for his adoption pick.
And he was wearing a Kansas City Chiefs collar, and it looked like a superhero collar, and we actually took that as a sign. So we were cheering for them in the Super Bowl. We're like, that's amazing.
Sad.
So now Pepsi's living the dream, training and working full-time near Toronto, Canada, where the DC Comics show Titans is produced.
It's an extremely popular show, and the character has all of Superboy's powers. He can fly, he has human intelligence, he's got laser eyes. It's really cool.
Not all rescue dogs get a Hollywood ending, so Millette's hoping Pepsi's story will encourage more people to adopt rescues. Pepsi already cheated death in real life, so now he gets paid to beat the odds as Crypto on a hit TV show.
I knew I wanted him to be a movie star, so all of his training is geared towards being a movie star.
Oh, sweet little Pepsi, such a good boy. Turning over to the next page, our next few months, WNCT will take a look at how COVID-19 has impacted our society here in the East. On Thursdays, we'll take a deep look at the state of our healthcare, education, economy, and more. We'll look at the disruption caused by the pandemic, but also look at the future after COVID-19. 9 Your Side's Ariana Kraft has our first report. She spent time with area farmers to find out how they're dealing with the pandemic. You can watch her special report, The State of Farming, tonight at 6 and 11 p.m. on our newscasts. This will wrap up our WNCT late afternoon news update, a jam-packed show, lots of history being made today with NASA. And of course, we'll have more additional information online at WNCT.com, as well as coming up this evening during our newscast. But this will wrap up everything. Again, if you'd like to find out more information about any of these stories listed today, head over to our website at WNCT.com. Thanks for watching.